on to Mr. Amit Gupta, Director of Indocan Honey Private Limited, who's in an agriculture, food processing kind of a industry. How do things look from your perspective?
Good morning, everyone. I think, I will put a different light to it. Like we're talking about problems in restarting. We have a food industry, and on day one, we got the approval to run the unit as essential services. So, practically, from a paper perspective, we never stopped, and there was no lockdown on us. And it's been a month that we have had that approval from 26th of March, and we still struggle to run this unit, and our current production would be around 10 to 15% of what it used to be. And I will say that MSME is actually not a standalone. So when we see a company or these businesses, these are not standalone businesses. MSME is actually an ecosystem wherein different companies have interdependencies, and the distinguishing essential to a non-essential is a very, very difficult one. So while we are considered as an essential uh, product or a commodity, we have a lot of dependencies on non-essential for packing of products, for bottles, for card boxes. So for us, that becomes an essential for us to deliver service to the people. In terms of restarting the business, I group the requirements into three parts. One, which is a direct requirement, and what I mean by direct requirement is working capital, people, infrastructure, transport, raw material, packing material, testing, etc. If we look at these seven, out of these seven during lockdown, at least five are not available. People very limited. We got the passes, but police will not allow along even if we had the passes. So I would say there was actually a total disjointed communication between different government departments. If someone is sitting at home watching television, he thinks everything is under control. But when you go on the road, the implementation is quite different, and uh, everyone is, I would say, an owner uh, from a government side in their own capacity. So police would not listen to the pass that has been issued by the district magistrate. The labor commissioner, from their team, people are visiting. So everyone has an expectation from an MSME, but no one is there to help. So they have now imposed a requirement to have an infrared thermometer. But how do we get a thermometer, because there is no delivery? But you are expected to arrange. So from a government side, there is a lot of papers coming, and every day there is a new direction coming, but with no solution, and it's all disjointed. So no one knows what's going on. So on the ground, there is a lot of chaos. But coming back to the direct requirements, people is a problem. While the infrastructure exists in the factory, but there is no support in terms of maintenance, breakdown, etc. Transport is an issue. Raw material is there in the factory, but for how long? Packing material availability is an issue. Testing outside because the couriers are not working is an issue. So while we have all the approvals, if we are able to operate only at 10% capacity, I don't think of an industry who is a non-essential or who is going to start after a lockdown of 1 month or 1.5 months, that they can get back to uh, being operational for another 4 to 6 weeks after they are allowed. Second requirement is an indirect requirement, wherein we say that while the components which are of direct requirement to us, it has got a lot of dependencies like packing material. If we say bottles, the bottle manufacturers, their factories need to open up, and for them to run, they need plastic, which are all non-essential. So while I have the material ready with me, but I don't know how to pack it and how to supply it. So that's the indirect requirements. Like we have requirements of testing, wherein we are dependent on test labs directly, but then they are dependent on the chemical labs to get them the chemical and the people. So that's not available. Third, which I consider as the environmental. When I say environmental, it's not the environment per se. It's basically things which create a feeling of that you can do the business. There is a lot of threat and fear in the with people who are working with us. So our staff, labor, mid management, they are under a lot of fear that what if they go out, because the way all this has cropped, there is a lot of fear. So while they have the past, but they don't want to come to work, and you can't force anyone to work. And even if someone tries and they have a bad experience on the road because the police wala doesn't allow him or makes makes him do a sit-up for 10 times, why would he turn up for job next month or for next day? So that's
Thank you very much, Amit. We'll have to now move on because your time is crossed.
just one point that I would say, last point, is that while government has issued SOPs, it is practically impractical, not possible for MSCs to do that. And some of it, just one simple thing, the employee insurance. Why can't the government take the responsibility of all employee insurance if they are registered in any MSME? Why should MSMEs be bearing all that cost?
Well, thank you very much, Amit.